Welcome back. Here it is, the Fantasy Sports Doofus Yahoo 2015 Steals. This is as of 02 February 23rd. So if you're drafting in the next couple of weeks, this is how Yahoo has these guys ranked, and these guys can be had for significantly less than what they'll be valued at the end of the year. Alright, I don't have anything to say. Thanks to people for subscribing. Thank you very much. I will be doing all these videos. I'm going to have a ESPN one next. But let's start it off with Bryce Bam Bam Harper. Bryce Harper is a polarizing player. If you own him and he doesn't do good, chances are you paid ridiculous value like you did last year. As of this rankings has him at 31, and that is at a significant lower value than it was last year. If you draft him at that price, which isn't the first round, and he puts a first round value, you're in a very good spot. So he's a player that took off in the second half as well. I think he hit 11 home runs the second half. Got injured, like always, but he's only 22. I think he's 22. He's only 22, so I mean, he's younger than Chris Bryant, just to put it in perspective. So he's a guy that if you can get him, if you can draft two players before you draft him, you can minimize the blow if he doesn't live up to his first round expectations. And in the third round at pick 31, chances are he'll live up to some expectations if he stays healthy. The next guy is Corey Dickerson. The 24-year-old player is ranked 41. He has hit at all levels of the MLB. The only thing that is that he has going against him is that he needs to hit more against lefties, and his home and away splits are terrible. Or they're not terrible, but they're not as good as they should be. But having said that, that really doesn't matter because he plays in Coors. Your home and away splits will be significantly bad if you play there every game, and the next three guys actually do play there every game, which is why I have them as steals this year. So Dickerson's ranked 41. He hit 24 home runs and 400 at bats last year as a rookie. So the potential is there to for him to hit more home runs if he gets 200 more at bats or 100 more or whatever. Hopefully he stays healthy. The next guy is a proven first round guy, Carlos Gonzalez. He plays in Colorado. He's been injured. He pretty much had everything happen to him, but he is still a first round talent. He is 29 years old. He damaged his patella tendon. He had a calf contusion last year. He sprained his ankle. He's averaged 110 games since 2010. The risk is there, but at pick 47, rank 47, and at pick 47, that minimizes the risk there, and you can have a first round talent if he does pan out. These are the areas that you want to be taking risk, especially in these middle rounds. You want to get a guy that is going to produce higher, maybe first round value, as a Cargo can and has proven he can. The next guy we have here is Nolan Arenado. I'm thinking he's going to be the number one ranked third baseman at the end of the year. He's ranked 55 on Yahoo. He should hit 20 homers. He only hit 18 last year. He was injured. He's a stud Gold Glover. He just plays in a good park, and he's in a good situation. At 55, I would certainly take him. I think he's going to produce more than that, especially if he hits 20-25 home runs like I know he can. So he is another steal. Next guy we have is Christian Yelich. Yelich, whatever his name is. He is ranked 79. Getting mixed reviews, but I think he'll hit more home runs. Even though the numbers don't really back me up, because he hits too many grounders. He hit 62% grounders last year, so the numbers don't really back me up for him to have more power. but he does score runs, and he can hit teens home runs. He should build out. He should hit more home runs as well. I mean, hopefully Stanton can teach him a lesson or two. Next guy we have is Jonathan Lucroy at 104, and it's because of his hamstring. He's got knocked down. I remember early on he was pretty high. He's probably the second ranked catcher, but now he's like probably fourth. This reminds me of Jordy Nelson a couple years back, where he had a hamstring injury. It wasn't no big deal. It was at the start of camp, but that took a significant blow to his average draft pick and draft slot on that was on NFL.com. But the same thing is happening here. So people think he's going to re-injure himself. Luker has already said it's no big deal. He can play through it. Just hurts when he runs. So rest will be good, and you can get him at 104. I mean, that's basically where I got him last year, and he was he was a stud. Yeah, the next guy is a guy that, I mean, you have to reach for this. These guys you pretty much have to reach for. Like, between Evan Gaddis and the Christian Yelich, I'll take Gaddis at that spot at 79, and people look at me crazy like I reached for him. But Gaddis is, I think he's a 30 home run lock. Just in that ballpark. He only got like 400 at-bats last year. He's going to play every day. He's going to be a top 100 player, so I don't see why he's at 106. He hit 22 home runs and 300 something at-bats last year. I just love him. I don't know. I'll ride or die with that pick, but I'm going to try and get him on every team. Next guy we have is Resny Castillo. He plays for the Boston Red Sox. They paid a lot of money for the Cuban kid. He's supposed to start in center field. He hits a lot of grounders right now, but he's supposed to be a 2020 type guy. I think Steamer projected him at 14 home runs, 16 stolen bases. So he has a pretty good value in fantasy circles if he does that. And he's young as well, so he can easily surpass that. Next guy is a proven vet. He hit 25 bombs last year. His name is Marlon Byrd. He's playing in Cincinnati now, another hitter's park with a better lineup with Votto, who does nothing but get on in front of him. He probably is going to hit those 25 bombs again unless he just takes a huge dip in production somehow, gets injured or who knows what. But he's a guy that you probably, if you need someone at the end of your rounds and just don't know who to get, he's an easy plug, and he'll probably be in the top 100, 120 at the end of the year. Next guy he's actually getting a lot of love, so he's not going to stay at 218 for much longer. So if you're drafting soon, you might want to pick this guy up. Oswaldo Arcia, he has, like I said, he's been getting a lot of love in a lot of different sites, mainly because the comparison to George Springer, they have similar sabermetrics to each other, and everyone thinks Springer's going to break out. Well, probably Arcia's going to break out, and he comes at a huge discount. That's why he's so good, but he won't stay at 218 for long. Once he hits that first home run in spring training that goes 480 feet, everyone's going to be wanting to get him. And if you're drafting right now, he's at 218. What do you have to lose? I'm pretty sure you don't even have to take him in, the top 10 rounds. You can take him around 15. He's at 218. Somebody has to really be scrolling down there in order to get this guy. The next guy we have is Matt Harvey. He's at 74, but he's probably... I just have a man crush on Matt Harvey. He's supposedly he's going to pitch 200 plus innings. He's 17 months removed away from his Tommy John surgery. Very little chance for re-injury, really, unless he just gets really unlucky. And like I said, I just have a man crush on him. I'm gonna want him on my team for whatever price I can get him, and he's coming at a really good price right now at 74. Once he, if he's in spring training and he hits 98 on the gun, he's probably going to be up in the 20s. So right now is a chance you can get him for a steal. And pretty much, if I had this team right here, I would be pretty confident, even though I don't have a second baseman, but I'd be pretty confident in my chances to win. Next guy we have is Garrett Cole. ESPN just had an article about the top 30 teams Pittsburgh was at number 3, I think, and mainly it was because the writer thought that Garrett Cole was going to take the next step, and I am with him. I think he has ace potential, and he's coming in the 9th round, so there really isn't very much to lose there either. You can take him, in the 8th, 7th, and be happy with that pick because he's a stud. I mean, former first round, number 1 overall pick, and these guys probably in a month they're going to be just ridiculously higher. So if you're drafting in the next couple weeks, you might want to take a real hard look at these guys. Next guy is also in the Arcia mold, where he's getting a lot of love in many different sites. Some labeling him even a dark horse Cy Young contender. Carlos Carrasco. He was on my sleeper list. He's coming in at 124. So I mean, if I had to choose, I mean, like these 3 guys, I can wait till the 7th round to get Matt Harvey, Garrett Cole, and Carlos Carrasco on my team. I wouldn't mind that staff. Yeah, Carlos Carrasco, he just won't stay there for long. He tore it up in the second half last year. He's supposed to maybe win the Cy Young. Who knows? I hope he does because I'm a Cleveland fan, but who knows with him? He could go back to that first half guy. 2 guys that I thought were ranked too high are Billy Hamilton. The reason I don't like Billy Hamilton is the same reason I don't like D. Gordon. They're one category studs, and if they don't do that one category, they pretty much they're a black hole. Like nothing comes out. So last year I had Billy Hamilton. Last year I had D. Gordon. And when he was going well, I was winning stolen bases. But when he started wavering and not doing as well, he was pretty much just tanking in my average. He wasn't getting the stolen bases. He for sure didn't get the RBIs. He didn't get the home runs. He didn't, so nothing happens when these guys don't get on because so much of their value relies on them getting on. So they really can't have. They say speed doesn't slump, but I mean, if you can't hit the ball, you can't get on base, right? So this is a guy that I really don't want on my team. I'd rather have multiple double-digit steals guys than have a Billy Hamilton that can steal 50 bases. I'd rather have 5 guys that can steal 10 bases instead, but they'll also give me home runs, RBIs, and stuff like that. That's just a preference of mine, and I really just don't like Billy Hamilton. The next guy is Mookie Betts, and he's mainly here. He was on my sleeper list, so I really like him, but they're saying that Shane Victorino is going to start in right field, and that might kick Mookie Betts out of the starting lineup, and that's bad because you don't want to spend a pick on a guy that's there. But they're also saying that he is going to start, and that's just a bunch of steam, so they can trade Victorino. Who knows? There's too much uncertainty there for me to take him in the top 100 players. I'd rather take a Carrasco or somebody else. Just take Garrett Cole at that pick instead right now. Of course, that could change in 2 weeks when they say Mookie Betts is, gonna start for us, or when he's tearing it up in spring training. But that is it for my Yahoo 2015 steals as of February 23rd. I will have another one of these next month, or when they do change the draft, the rankings, and I'm gonna have one for ESPN and Yahoo. And if people want CBS, I guess I could do that too. But that's it. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. This is fun. This is very fun, and I enjoy doing this a lot. Stay tuned for the next episode, and have a nice day.